medical manager here. Let's have the patience.
Hey, Laura.
Hey, Louis, can you hear?
I can hear, but you're very low, and I have you turned all the way up.
Okay. Hang on. Change it to headphones. Hang on. Let me see if I can do all my volume here.
Oh.
Can you hear me?
I can hear you, but you're very quiet.
Uh,
Do you have headphones on?
I do have headphones on at the moment.
Oh, you do? Okay. You know what it sounds like is that it's not going through the headphones; it's going through your the computer speakers, because you sound very distant right now.
Closer to the microphone. Is this better?
Uh, I think say something again.
I'm saying something.
That's way better. That's it. There you go. You got it. Queller, I did
Awesome.
fix my. Well, the channel is fixed. Yes. Yes, indeed, my friend.
That's cool. Hey, Louis.
How you doing?
Good. How are you?
Doing good.
Hey,
Doing.
Quelder, do you want to write down Lewis's name? Maybe drop in the link for his Twitch if people want to check him out too.
Yeah, Queller. Do it. Do it. Let me just tweak something here. There we go. Is it a little loud?
No, his Twitch channel is fine. Oh, nuts. Lewis is here.
Oh, nuts. Oh, balls.
It creates a vacuum queller and it just makes the coffee so much more crisp and clean. It's like, to me, it really tastes different, Clara. It tastes a little bit superior. You never get sometimes you get, we're talking about coffee, Lewis.
Ooh,
You get a
cool.
little bit of
Really cool.
grease or like oily stuff on the top sometimes with coffee, but with the vacuum.
I thought that was the cream in it. Is that actual coffee?
For what?
You know that stuff that rises. You know, it's kind of like oily. You see those little oil bubbles.
It's oil because the coffee is roasted in oil.
Is it really? Is that what it is? Huh. Interesting.
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
No, when you get the full ungrounded coffee,
Yeah.
you can see how greasy the beans are.
Oh, no way.
Yeah. Do you drink coffee, Louis?
Yeah, I do. I don't drink it like excessively. I just have 1 cup in the morning so I don't get addicted. Um, but I love
So,
coffee.
what's the
Absolutely
action?
love it. Yeah, because in Italy I used to drink it more. And I remember I was drinking. I mean, this is not going to sound like a lot to somebody who constantly drinks coffee throughout the day. I got up to like 3 cups, and I noticed it stopped having effect. I wasn't feeling too good, and so if I just have 1 cup of coffee, I feel like it gets me going, but I still feel really good throughout the day. Like there's no crash for me, right?
Good.
Yeah.
I like that kind of stuff when you learn how your own body reacts and you don't just do things compulsively and just throw things at your body and not
Yeah.
listen. That's
I found
fun.
working out's kind of the same way. It's sets are important, but if you stop like just going, saying, okay, I'm going to do 10 of these, and then I'm going to stop, or, okay, today's leg day, or today's whatever day. Like if I pay attention to what I feel like I need to do and really get the quality out of each rep and stuff, like it's, instead of doing the exercise because it's exercise written out, I'm doing it like actually being aware of what I need, and I get more benefit out of it. But I think if you're not used to that type of stuff, it's very good to first get into, schedule things out, right?
Yeah.
So but yeah, paying attention to your body is very important. It's hard to do sometimes.
Angel's here.
Angel.
You could put me to work on your floor, yeah. The coffee oils are normally a good thing, I thought, gives it a flavor. Huh. I don't know what the purpose of it is. I thought it was just a byproduct of the roasting process. I never drink decaf. I think it's useless. Like, if I don't want the caffeine, I just don't drink the coffee, Like, the coffee flavor is not necessarily... Well, I like it both. I like it to work. It's kind of like drinking unalcoholic wine. Like, what would be the purpose of it?
Yeah, I hear you. You know what's crazy? I've never had decaf before, ever, not once.
I don't think I have either. I think it's futile.
It's futile. Just like the Borg say. Do you watch Star Wars, Laura? Or
I
Star
do
Trek?
not.
Huh? No.
I used to watch Star Trek when I was a kid, but to boldly go where no man has gone before.
I love
But
that stuff. I
not
love it so
anymore.
much.
You're a nerd.
I kind of am.
Hey, there's nothing, there's nothing to be ashamed of that. I think it's good to be a nerd. Now that I'm older, I realize that that's a good thing. It means that you're kind of smart and, in a way, I guess.
In a way. In a way.
Nerds can be smart if they use their interests for good stuff, not just like video games and such like.
I think
Not
video
that
games
video
are the end of all things, okay, Laura, so.
I thought they were the beginning.
And they're the beginning too. You are correct about that. It's everything. Whew, I need to warm up.
Did you have your workout today, Lewis?
I did. Fridays I keep it very light though. So I try to work out Monday through Friday and then take the weekend off, and just kept it very light and kind of easy. And it's kind of like I do this stuff like correctives, which essentially, like if you get stiff or you get injuries or whatever, it's oftentimes because you're not stretched out or you're not like strong in like a couple small muscles, like especially in your back or upper back aren't strong enough. And so like I use that as a day to do the exercises most people might not know to do or kind of avoid. They're not strenuous or anything like that. And so it's kind of nice because, it's kind of winding down. And they're very good for you. I always feel so much better after I do them.
On another note, though, here's a line from Zombieland. Have you ever seen a lion limber up before getting a gazelle?
No.
Have you seen the movie Zombieland?
No.
It's actually pretty funny. It's with
Is it?
Woody Harrelson and another famous younger guy. I forget his name. He's kind of like always the awkward guy.
Wait, I think
And then it had the girl.
Zach
that was,
Galifianakis.
No.
Um,
He's not
the
young.
Chinese guy.
No.
The kind of normal guy, which
He's always kind of like the awkward guy. He's pretty awkward.
I think I know who you're
he's
talking about. I
like-
forget his name though.
Yeah,
He's one of the
He's got,
three
like,
characters, right?
There
one-
are four characters that are kind of main.
Okay.
There's the young guy with Woody, and then there's two girls.
Was he
One
the
of the
guy who was
girls-
getting married in the first one?
What? No.
Talking about The Hangover?
Wait. What are you guys talking about? I haven't read the chat in a while. The
Chat's not worth
conversation.
reading. They never have anything good to say.
Not awkward. Look up Zombieland. What's the guy's name? I don't know. Anyway, so the guy who survived through the Zombieland, you know, he always has his rules to
Oh, yeah.
always lap and always check the bathroom before you go and lint it up and all these things.
Right.
And he flags down this guy to take him on a ride,
Oh, yeah.
who is Woody, and immediately there's this feeling of hatred between the two. He really gods,
Right?
you know?
Sounds pretty funny.
It's a good movie. It's funny. I'm not into zombie movies in
Yeah,
general, but
Me neither.
this one is
They
it's
kind
a
of-
comedy.
They
more
kind of
like-
gross me out, which is why I don't watch them.
Yeah.
I guess, I don't know. Just weird.
What are you working on, Lewis?
I'm working on a figure drawing, just the same figure drawing I was working on before. Last night I didn't get much work done on it, and I'm just like really taking my time and trying to think about what I'm doing with this and think about how I should be doing drawing better in general. So, same thing. I'm just using it as an exercise, very basic. I want to do some white chalk, like at some point, some like white chalk on toned paper, which would be really nice, I think, to do.
Yes. White chocolate.
Tagging's been doing that in Discord. He's been posting his work there, which is quite nice. He's gonna be really good if he keeps up with all this enthusiasm, right? He's gonna be. I like his attitude in it. And I like how everybody's always posting useful information and videos and stuff. That stuff is extremely helpful because, I'm not great at always remembering or thinking to research stuff, right? On YouTube, because I'm not, or rather just in general on the internet. And a lot of people who are training, who are into this type of stuff, they know good places to look, and so it's actually very educational for me. It's very helpful.
Hi, Angel. I'll see you later on tonight.
Bye, Angel.
Why did you say Rose McGowan? Why did you? Very interesting. I just watched a little short of Rose McGowan today. A short on YouTube.
Whew. Lavro, when you post in Discord, do at everyone so everyone gets a notification for you.
Oh, okay.
Because otherwise they're not,
No.
I think people are pretty good about checking, but if you do at everybody, it'll notify everyone.
I didn't notice today that you do that, but I didn't know whether I got the notification last time you did it. I just got the
Oh, really?
push notification. Yeah. Maybe I just didn't see it.
Yeah, maybe you didn't see it.
Doris.
Tagging, what's up, bud? Yeah.
Hey, Jantian. Tagian. as your name has developed to be.
His, his name's Jinshin. Jinshin. No, the thing is, hopefully I'm pronouncing that name right. I feel like, because I am so bad at pronouncing names, even names like, I messed up Melanie for crying out loud. Called her Milani.
Milani.
Yeah.
Hilarious. Your brain does work on a different wavelength.
It can be very satisfying and frustrating.
Yeah.
I was actually
It's an
talking about.
artist thing.
I was talking about this last night with Val when I was playing with him. I was explaining to him why I read things weird.
Mm-hmm.
It's very frustrating.
You have a dyslexia or something?
No, it's not that I speak Italian great, but it messed me up when I went over there because because I'm so bad at learning stuff, I really practiced trying to like learn Italian. And so one of the things with Italian is you read like you see the word spelled. It's not like
Yeah.
English where it's just like really weird.
It's like in Romanian.
Is Romania weird or is it like straightforward?
No, it's exactly like what you read,
What you
what you
read.
see is what you say every single letter, and the letters always sound the same.
Tagian says he prefers Tagian. He likes Tagian now. I like it too because it's a funny name and I know it's not his name, which it just makes it even more funny because it's just like the whole thing's just retarded. But so what happened is that like now whenever I see a name, it like if I stop and think about it, I'll read it normal. But if I'm just like I'm in somehow still in this habit of shifting my brain over to that but it's not 100% like the Italian type. It's kind of somewhere like a weird morph in between that I came up with, and so essentially I can't read anymore. Like new things, I can read new things, but I have to stop and think about it. But if I'm multitasking, I'm not going to stop and think about it. And frankly, I don't like stopping and thinking anyway, so that also doesn't really work. And like I'll give you an example. My brother had me read off some teams that were playing. Our football team here. He got season tickets. He said, "Okay, read them off." I said, "Okay, we're playing, North Carolina. We're playing Georgia here." And I said, and then we're playing Ole Miss. And he's like, "You mean Ole Miss?" And he just starts cracking up. Ole Miss is a football team. It's spelled OLEMISS, and I saw it as Ole Miss. But that was a long time ago. I don't think I would do that now. But that's kind of what I'm saying. Like, it screwed my head up. It's retarded. It's absolutely just retarded what I've done. It's frustrating. It's very frustrating to me. It's very frustrating, Laura.
Put it on the list. Put it on your blog.
My blog that nobody reads, except the only person who reads it is me when I start to check it and then just give up because I'm like, I don't want to spell check this. That's my blog.
They say your blog is for the writer. The letter is for the sender, not for the other person.
The letter is for the spam
The sender.
folder. I'm just going to keep on developing this. I mean, this is very light drawing here. Obviously, already a masterpiece. It was from day one, but.
Laura says she does the same thing when it comes to Italian and pronunciation.
It's
But in
weird.
English, when you come across a new word, there isn't much you can do.
I
You
really,
either know it or you don't.
I really gave it an effort to learn Italian. Number one, because I really did want to learn it, but number two, I think if you live in a country, you should learn the language. You really should, out of respect. Any place I go, if I was to live there, I would do my best to learn it. But unfortunately, I'm not that smart with language.
You know,
and
Louis,
it's
you should
difficult.
stop beating yourself. I just think that you pronounce my name perfectly every single time, and I could make like a tape with just you saying my name all the time, and I'd
Oh,
be just like in heaven. So
thank you.
nothing matters. You can mispronounce the words like Melanie, Melanie. Who cares?
Oh, I don't care. That's why, partially one of the problems, I think. Quellar just asked Tagian if he's going to legally change his name to Tagian. Should be interesting.
Is Quelder in both streams?
Yeah.
He says the whole Melanie saga had him pissing himself the whole time.
Oh,
I think-
he was very entertained with that. That was pretty good. It was. I mean, it's just like Key and Peele. Just it's real
Right.
though.
Right. Only in real life. Got any plans for the weekend?
Not in particular. I try to take it easy, I guess. Yeah, just it's gonna be hopefully very relaxing. I hope.
Ooh.
What about you?
You know, I hate that question.
Well, I answered it. Now you have to.
I know. I don't know why I do this because whenever people ask me,
Well, don't ask the question.
I don't know. I was
In fact, I would start by. Oh, and Tagging says he will, indeed, change his name. Well, just start by saying, hey, look. I was gonna ask you what you did. We're gonna do this weekend, but I frankly don't care. So, let's just move on. I would just say that. I would just come out and say it.
Yeah. I think it's like making a small conversation or something. It's just a compelling thing to ask.
It's not
Although when I
compelling.
ask about the weather, I really do care.
No, weather though is one of those things you ask when you don't have anything else to ask about. Even though I was about to say something about the weather, but it was genuine. Is that it's actually nice here. That's why I'm wearing a t-shirt.
It's so nice here
And-
too.
Why I'm not wearing any pants and no underwear. Obviously, I never wear underwear. I'm totally
Yeah.
nude from the top down at this point. Forgot where I was going with this. Oh yeah, it's nice outside, and I wish it would stay this way because I love like I said, there's nothing like going outside, reading the Legend of Drizzt, Dungeons and Dragons books, and smoking a big fat cigar. Okay, there's nothing like it. Nothing like it on the
Or
gazebo.
smoking something else.
Has it been one of those weeks or years already? Huh?
It's what?
You said you want to smoke something else?
You said that there's nothing like that. There's nothing like smoking a cigar, and I said, yeah,
Damn
there is something better than that. Smoking something else that's big and fat.
You talking about dick?
Could be traumatizing for the owner.
I shouldn't have said that. But I did. So we're just going to have to deal with that. And I was saying that not because that's my interest. It's not. I don't swing that way. But you know what? I'm going to stop there.
Right,
Let's
I was
move
talking
on.
about
We're all
medicinal
mature,
herbs.
more mature than
Medicinal herbs.
painting plein air. I agree. I was watching a video on YouTube. This is tag in by a pupil of Nerdrum, Nick Thurman, and he said that the thing. Let's see, let me scroll this up. The thing that makes Rembrandt's portraits glow is the reflection of light to the background, making a ring of glowing lights surrounding the portrait. Trompe-l'oeil. Do you know what that is?
It's
Okay.
actually trompe-l'oeil.
I know. No, you know what? It's wrong. You're wrong. It's trompe-l'oeil. Okay, that's what it is from now
That
on.
is spelled O-L-E with that little apostrophe thing on the top, right?
Things change, Laura. Things change. Okay.
My stream is never monetized, Claire. I have no fear.
It's essentially the study of what happens underneath the surface of the painting, between the top of the painting and the actual, like the board or the canvas, because light goes in through here, and the study of what light does, it either comes up and it can be warm or it can be cool. And so apparently glazing like makes it warm. Glazing is like a thin layer, is going from light to dark. So when you're painting dark over like a lighter surface, that's glazing. Scumbling apparently is going from something dark and putting light on top of it. That's scumbling. That normally has a cooling effect. And so I think Rembrandt, he probably used, I think he probably used like enough medium where it was like kind of a transparent layer, and he would glaze certain parts of it up, but he would bring it, the light to dark in the areas where he needed to, and that created a glowing effect. That's what I think. Also think, you might correct me on this, I think like those painters did a lot of painting on like wood, because they're really well preserved, a lot of them. I don't know, Tagian would know this stuff. He's always researching, and he's like the mad scientist when it comes to the arts.
What I thought glazing was is layering a very thin, like diluted layer of, paint.
Yeah,
on
I
top.
think it's that too, but like technically,
Then-
like when you say you're, like when a glaze, that's what it is. Like technically, that's what it is. But a glazing too is like thinly building something up, I think.
And then scumbling is dry brushing. I don't know.
Scumbling, dry brushing is dry brushing. I always thought scumbling was kind of just like that too, but scumbling is the going from dark to light, which I thought would be glazing as well, but normally has a cooling effect. I don't know.
Colors had anything to do with the color. I thought
But
it was just like how wet
I
and
think-
the technique.
I think there's a lot of variables, because you can also have like underneath, you can have a warm color that you're scumbling the light up from, right? So I'd like to, it's worth doing experiments on. Like it's really fascinating, a lot of this stuff.
Welder, his comment was funny.
What do you say?
He said, Trump oil of Olay. Like one of those Mexican chants. Olay!
Olay! Right?
Or Spanish, whatever.
Spanish is how it's pronounced, Laura. You have to get it right.
What is it pronounced?
Spanish, not Spanish.
Spanish?
Spanish,
Okay.
yes.
Thank you.
You're welcome. It's okay.
Wouldn't want to sound ignorant, so thank you.
Well, that's why I'm here, to help you, to assist you, to guide you, to correct you constantly,
That's why I allow
to judge
you.
you know,
I know.
to prove how much better I am at working out than you are, and just having a better physique and muscles and a brain, louder. That's why I'm here, okay? That's why I'm here. Are you still there?
Yeah.
Good, good. I'm glad. You sound
You
like.
didn't scare me.
You say what?
You didn't scare me. and stuff.
Well, no, I know. Because you're not scared of reality. And that's one of the things I like about you. You know?
Bitch.
You say bitch? Did you say bitch?
I said it lovingly.
Oh, bitch! But the
Yes.
way you said it was like, I'm a woman. There's a way to call a guy a bitch. Be like, bitch?
Okay. It's
That's how you say it.
it's another reference from Rick and Morty, okay?
Is it really?
Well, they don't know it.
Wait.
Yeah.
What reference?
So Rick and Morty go into this Well, basically, it starts with Morty asking Rick, which is his grandfather. Morty is this 8-year-old boy,
Mm-hmm.
and his alcoholic grandfather always takes him on these um, galactic adventures in outer space and stuff. He's a scientist. He's like the
Nice.
smartest man in the world.
Oh yeah.
So,
Oh
but
shit.
he never really spends time with his son in a nice way. He always kind of takes advantage of Morty. So anyway, Morty says, "Hey Rick, can you help me with this math? Because I have a test." He's like, "Oh, whatever. We'll just incept your teacher's mind to give you a good grade. You don't need to go to school because school is for dumb people." So they go into his teacher's brain to incept him, kind of like in the movie Inception that I've never seen,
Yeah.
to kind of
It's a good movie.
hypnotize him to
Yeah.
give him a good grade. So eventually they go into they incept into so many minds
Oh yeah.
that they arrive in Freddy Krueger's
Oh no.
ground universe, and Freddy Krueger's this, well, he himself is a traumatized person.
Oh.
He's like, "You can run, but you can hide, bitch." And so
Wow.
after every single thing that he says the word bitch. And
That's pretty funny.
so finally they incept his own brain. They incept through
This
Freddy's
is a
brain.
comedy, right?
It's a comedy.
Okay.
His name is actually Scary Terry. And
Ah.
so they go into his mind and they see into his own nightmare. So apparently Scary Terry's in scary school,
Uh-huh.
and his teacher makes fun of him. He's like, "What do you say when you go and kill somebody?" And he's like,
Huh.
"Bitch." He's like, "What?"
Bitch.
Then Rick and Morty show up, stand up, and say, "Hey, don't make fun of him. He can say whatever he wants to say."
Yeah.
And Terry's like, "Oh, bitch!" And he wakes up in the morning, and everything's like all illuminated, and
Uh,
he's all this. He solved his subconscious problem basically.
that's really funny. I like that.
So
What's the name of the
yeah,
movie?
it's a show. Rick and Morty.
Oh, Rick and
It's
Morty.
this
Rick and
animated
Morty.
show.
Okay.
Rick and Morty.
So let's see. Queldar just asked me. You can only see 3 videos because Queldar, I got taken down, and then when I came back, there was only 3 that had been published. One of them's, I think, 1 or 2 of them's, like one of them's only 30 seconds, which is, don't ask me, I don't know, but I still have all of them in my video producer, but they unpublished everything because I'm talking to Laura. Look who it is. The long lost creature. How's it going? Going okay? Rose just walked in. And then Tagian was saying Dutch painters painted a lot on wood panels, so you can actually see the texture of the wood showing up in the transparent areas of the Rembrandt's painting. Canvases are very fragile to time, which is why I paint on wood. And copper is good, though very durable.
Wow.
Wait, is good,
Okay.
though very durable? Copper is good, though very durable. Durability is good.
Yeah.
Um,
I thought that
panels for the wood.
wood. I like painting on wood, but I thought wood warps over time, doesn't it?
It warps through moisture, or if it gets dried out. So it's important to keep it in like a temperature-controlled room, number 1. But number 2, if you're going to, you want to seal it, and ideally, an oil sealant is the best. But I seal mine front, back, and sides, 3 coats each. I tried an oil primer that I got at Home Depot that I was recommended, and it's much thicker, so I only put 1 coat on it, and it works great. And I sealed everything with it. But over time, we'll see how that one goes. But I haven't found any yellowing with it at all. So, and you want to paint on, what's on my head? You want to paint on like hard wood, like you don't want to paint on pine wood because pine will, it's soft. You want to paint on harder wood, like birch wood or cherry wood or that type of wood. Does that make sense, Laura? Of course it does.
And also seep, maybe.
And also seep.
Because he's got all the like sap in it.
I don't. I hope not. I would think that they would like they probably
Desap.
do a degree of purification.
Hmm. Vermeer Expo. Quelder says he went to buy tickets to the Vermeer exposition, but the first 2 months were sold out immediately. Wow.
It's like
Can't go
sounds
into
like my
sleep.
shows.
Right?
It's very frustrating. I want the little guy to be able to see it, not just all the big galleries, which I always get.
Yeah. Yeah.
They get enough of my work. Why are you laughing? What are you doing anyway?
I'm setting up a mannequin for drapery.
Setting a mannequin up for drapery? Is this something I'm going to have to film again? Because you noticed that was in the exact position you needed.
Not really, but I'll use it. I can't use this chair though.
Do you need help?
You need help.
When are those videos of yours coming out, Louis?
I have both of them in Adobe Premiere. They're all clipped and everything for the most part, except for the second one. I still have a bit of editing to do on that. I need to go through the music. I need to do the thumbnail for this one. I need to do some slight editing on it. And so, however long that's going to take, there's a chance I'll finish it today, and then I'll just put it out when it's done out. I used to say, okay, I'm going to put it out on Thursday, but I'll put it out when it's done now. So it could be tomorrow. Could be tomorrow. But I don't know yet. Don't know.
What?
Huh?
What is your video about?
What's it about? This one's about the right way, how to block in the foot bar drawing, and when to use measuring tools and why. Like, because Rob had posted that video. There's this one video he was asking about. Dude, this is so good. He was asking about this one video, and like in it, they started with the measurements and essentially measured and then went over with their measuring tool and marked where the measuring tool said it was, and so they weren't using their eyes. And it's not the first video I've seen do this, and I didn't call them out. I didn't say, hey, I've seen this happen. I'm just
Hey,
essentially.
Louis, I'm gonna step out for a sec.
You say what? You're gonna step out? Are you stepping out? Well, anyway, now that she's gone, I'll commandeer everything. I'm going to take over her chat right now. Let's see. You can get pockets of resin in pine. Hey, Louis, done the roast video, or are they new? Huh. Laura just... Oh, her stream was kind of like blipping out for a second, at least for me. Well, Rob, the roast videos I have not yet started on, unfortunately, but I have. Okay, so the block in how to block the bar drawing in that one, and I also explained I explained that pretty in depth, and then the next video is like how to shift a figure or correct a figure that is moving or needs correction, and that one's pretty thorough as well. It's good stuff. I don't think they're gonna get it's not like I'm showing beautiful work, right? It's not. I'm not doing like hey, look at the painting and this is how I went about it. It's nothing like that. It's more technical stuff. So I don't think it's going to get a lot of views, but you guys will find it. I think you'll find it helpful. I hope. So that's what they are on. It's on my head. This thing is still on my head. Here we go. Let's get up to the face here. Let's catch the eyes up. This point. Is Laura? She's kind of loud. Can you hear me? See, I can't hear her. Is she not? This is the thing. I'm fumbling with too much stuff here. Well, I'm still live. She forgot headphones. Okay. There we go. Anywho, doing okay? You got that?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Such small details here. I need to keep this very light. Very light. What's this? Again, that's not a whale mating call. That is Rose yawning. That is a yawn. It's detailed work, very precise here. We are professionals. This is not hard at all for people of my caliber. You all right?
I hit my head.
Yep,
Oh, you there? Excellent.
I'm here.
Good, 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 good.
Laura, forget headphones. I know. I received those a phone call I had to take.
Oh, you had a phone call. Okay.
I had a phone call.
You kind of cut out when you said what you said. I think at the very end, I didn't quite catch it. I thought you might be saying.
So I said, Quelgar, this mural is at my house. It's actually on a canvas, and I will. It's a 7 foot tall by 9 foot long canvas, and I'm going to be attaching it to the client's wall with some paste and stuff. It's a new experience for me, so we'll see how that works out. Never done this before, but always a first time for everything, right?
That is correct. Huh. It's interesting, interesting, interesting.
What's that?
I said, looking at your mural. Looking at the mural.
Here, let me pull. Are you still looking at it?
Yeah. But it's kind of like, it keeps on buffering for me. But it could be on my end because I'm streaming as well.
Oh,
Could be.
Let me just take down the camera and I'll show it to you from a distance.
Rob Rose is funny, I know. It's like a cartoon character that is serious, but you think she's joking, but she's actually serious. It's a cross between like very entertaining and disturbing. Constant, it's like a perfect balance. It's an experience, I'll tell you that much.
Do you see it? This is the whole mural.
Yeah.
Sam made this wooden frame that we attached to the wall. There's
Oh,
actually a mural behind the wall.
Mine's buffering a whole lot. Give me a sec. Let me see if I might be actually far behind. Let me fast forward some.
Is it buffering for you guys, Baldur or Rob?
It could just be me. I'm just gonna reload this.
Okay.
I think it's probably on my end because it's taking a while to load. Which doesn't make sense again because my internet is plugged in, like directly to the modem.
Yeah.
I don't know. Let me experiment. I'm gonna experiment by getting something else on.
Do you have string?
Yes, I do. In fact, it's right down here. Okay. Whoa.
Do you mind if I cut it?
No. Cut whatever you want. Yeah, I think it's me. I think it's me. I think my internet's slow. Yeah, and my stream's out now, so.
thing you do is for the first time. You're very experimental. Oh, thanks, Powder. Well, I am experimental.
Yeah, my stream's out, so I don't.
Oh,
I don't know. Maybe they can hear me, but I can't see like anything. The camera's off.
I meant to ask you, Lewis, why did you move to Twitch? Why wasn't YouTube good enough for you?
Um,
'Cause it just seems to me like you're having a lot more problems on Twitch than you ever had on
on YouTube. I'll move
Yeah,
back to
you-
YouTube if I want. Because Twitch, there's a lot of people of the age range which I'm trying to go to, and they're used to streaming. Like on YouTube, it's hard. Like streaming is harder to do on YouTube. You have to like schedule it. You have to set it up. You have to write all this stuff. Like with this, I can just go on and press live. That's it.
You know, you can do basically the same thing on YouTube too. You know what I do? I just go, go live, and generally when I'm doing like a mural like this, I just use the same settings that I used for the last mural.
Yeah.
I just tweak one or two keywords or something, and it's fairly easy, and it remembers all the live streams that I've done. So after this, if I want to do an acrylic painting, for example, I'll just pick one of the acrylic painting videos and use those settings.
Gotcha. Thanks. Gidano. Thank you. Yeah. I don't know. I'm looking at my stream right now, and I'm pretty far actually ahead of the stream. So the stream, I don't know. Like, I apologize because I have my internet. Like, the cord is directly plugged into the modem, but we have bad internet here in the city, and there's nothing I can really do about it. So some days are better than others, but Twitch is a streaming platform, and I find it easier to work. But also, I think it's they have a creative section, and I don't know. I wanted to. It sounded a lot Italian. Thank you. Gidano. Gidano. Yes. Italiano, Dano. But anyway. Yeah, like, I don't know. I think it's a good platform to stream on. And also, I didn't want to be all on YouTube and that was it, right, Laura? Like, you want to kind of diversify a little bit. And so that was the other thing. I kind of felt with YouTube, I was kind of capping out. Like, I was doing these streams and stuff, and not a lot of people were showing up for them. And it's kind of the same with Twitch, but I don't know. Like, I like Twitch. And I like having another platform that I'm a part of as well. And,
Fair enough.
And I can see, here's the thing, I can easily, like, there's an option in Twitch to upload your video to your YouTube channel. So I just press upload, then I can walk away, and then it goes to my YouTube. So if I wanted to, I could have a section of my streams, and I don't do that because people subscribing to my YouTube channel I don't think they would want to see a 3-hour-long stream of me just like talking and doing stuff. Like, that's, they for the most part signed up probably for the videos, quick videos and stuff. If I was to do anything, I might just start like another channel and just say like, my streams or something, or do it that way.
On Twitch, you don't need to wait for so long to be monetized. Like, not to be monetized, but people can support you with buying subscriptions, even though you don't have, thousands of subscribers or 4,000 of hours of, maybe
Yeah.
that's.
Well, it's also Twitch is a little bit ahead of YouTube right now insofar as streaming. And again, the age group of people like on Twitch, like, I think the average age is younger than it is on YouTube. And like, I want to get the people who are like, like teenagers and stuff, and
Creep.
yeah, creep, like in their 20s, and there's people in their 20s and 30s and stuff, but people who are trying to figure out what they want to do, or they might like, like art but not know exactly where to go and stuff. And like, so this is for that. Like, I think there's a lot of that age group on Twitch. In fact, I know there is. And I don't know, and I like the community too. It's kind of cool because, you know, like I like games and stuff, and there's obviously, I think pretty much primarily it's a gaming platform. So it's kind of like you really feel like you can talk about pretty much anything on it. Like at
Except
least
for nudity.
apparently, right? I think it's probably just a mistake. It was more automation and just the programs and stuff they had. Because I don't think.
Yeah.
Yeah, but they should have gotten back to me. I don't like how they just left me hanging. That's not cool. But you know.
And how did you get it back? How did you get your, you know?
It was only for 3 days that I was suspended. Only for 3 days. But I was more concerned that I was going to lose my content in the videos that I produced, because I had some good ones that I always save them over to my channel. And so what I can do is, once you have them on your YouTube channel, you can download them if you want. And I take them and clip them and do all sorts of stuff. And that's what I've done I did that with the second video I'm going to release. It's me shifting a drawing. And, you know, I had filmed essentially, I had streamed like the development of that bar drawing that I talked about. Rose, be careful, because if you hit this thing's going to fall and break. Good. Anyway, I was afraid that I had lost a lot of my recordings for the drawing that I am still going to use in a video, just because of some bullshit. Gadano says, I don't know. It depends a lot on the time I have available. I like streams because it's more interacting, especially for an art stream. The videos, it's more useful if there are information and things that you need to go back and forth in the video with. Yeah, that makes sense. And that's like, so YouTube, it's like, oh, the other thing is, Laura, I was thinking that YouTube, when I started streaming, I felt like my channel stopped growing. Like,
Right, you did mention that.
remember? And so I was like, because of algorithm stuff, like just the weird, and I was like, well, no, Gadano, what's your original language, if you don't mind me asking?
Italian.
Is it, you think it's Italian? Probably, it looks Italian, but I've never seen a Gadano before. Italiano. Io posso parlare questa lingua un po'. Abitavo in questo paese per 6 anni, unfortunately. Ma io devo fare più pratica di questo, perché non l'ho parlato per molto tempo. Ma parlavo molto un giorno, Gadano, parlavo sempre. This is
Are you gesticulating?
Huh?
Like what you're doing? Are you gesticulating? Are you putting your 3
Yeah.
fingers together and
Yeah.
Scream it?
Yeah. Avevo una ragazza di Milano. Un giorno, molto tempo fa, amico mio. O mia.
Why are you speaking Spanish?
What? It's not Spanish. Rose over here. Why are you speaking Spanish? I don't speak Spanish. I speak fluent Italian. Easily. Come estás?
Come stai?
Come stai? Come stai?
No,
It's a
come
beautiful
estás
language.
is Spanish.
Sono mezzo italiano, sai? I'm half Italian. La mia nonna viene da Sicilia. Il nonno? You son of a bitch. I told you. Da Calabria. Rose, I swear.
I'm sorry, I'm trying to
I'm
work.
sorry.
You're in my way.
Rose almost destroyed my iPad.
Your life.
My life. Get this back. Shit. Stream manager. Let's see something really quick. There's more people coming to the Discord since the switch to Twitch. Yeah, I think it is a smart move. Plus, I always wondered about streaming on Twitch, Laura. Remember? Like originally, that's where I wanted to stream. I think it stunts. Now I could be totally wrong. I really do think that it kind of stunts YouTube a little bit, but the main reason is that there's a lot of people on Twitch who like they go to Twitch for the streams, right? And there weren't, I didn't see a lot of people doing fine art, like really fine art. There are a couple, but I just thought it would be nice to actually put this stuff out there for people as well, who might not, I don't know, any Latin language, it's Spanish. Honestly,
Yeah.
I mean, I know it is, but I really like Italian, and French sounds very nice unless a guy speaks it, in my opinion.
Spanish, I think, is the prettiest if it's Castilian Spanish.
Castilian Spanish, Rose says, is very pretty.
It's prettier than Italian. Italian's awful.
Italian's awful? I don't think it...
Le
La pasta.
I think all Latin languages are beautiful.
Latin languages are really nice.
Yeah.
They're very nice, yeah. La pasta. Gadano's laughing at you. Tried to speak Spanish with an Italian accent when I went to Milan, but it didn't work.
Why?
What? Spanish is weird. Like, I'll either understand it or I will understand nothing of it. Like, sometimes I can understand it and sometimes I can't. It's very strange.
With languages like that, huh?
Say what?
That's foreign languages for you. You
Well,
either
but
understand them
sometimes,
or
like,
don't.
you can kind of understand it, but it's more consistent. With Italian or with Spanish, it's like, sometimes I feel like I can understand everything. Other times I can't understand anything, like, all at once.
I think it depends on how fast they're talking, right?
No, for me, that's not it. It's just like the choice of words or something. It's weird. It's very weird.
Do you know what migatos gordos means?
Say what?
Migatos gordos?
My cat is fat. I have fat cats.
Kind of, yeah.
Yeah. My cats are fat. Yeah, that's what it means. Mi gatos gordos. Yeah. See, I can understand.
That's like
That was
the
Italian.
only-
It's Spanish.
That's the only sentence in Spanish.
Yeah. Miei gatti sono grassi.
See, I think Romanian is closer to Italian than to Spanish because gras means fat in Romanian too.
Gras does, yeah. Gras. That's Italian-ish. Gras.
Grass.
Grass. Yeah, that's Italian too. Grasso in Italiano means fat. Okay.
Grasso Italiano.
Grasso. E miei gatti sono grassi. Okay. I'm embarrassed that. Now, you know what? No, I'm gonna own it. South is awesome. What? Shut up. Wait, what'd you say? You point her at strangers because she speaks Italian. She speaks l'Italiano fluentemente. Fluente.
Tantissimo.
Fluentissimo. Fluent. Fluento. Fluento? Fluent. I guess it is though. Thing is, there are similarities between English and Italian. like single words. You just add an O or an A at the end, and that's pretty much it.
Yeah, that's because most languages come from Latin and Greek.
You're a bitch.
Fluentemente. Grazie. Insegnami queste parole perché l'ho dimenticato. Rose, I swear. Go that way. I'm just create a path. It's the second time she's almost destroyed my iPad. If this thing breaks, I'm screwed.
Well, what the fuck did that go
3D
to?
Sculptor? That's awesome. What type of stuff? Huh? What program?
Really, dude? Really?
Really what?
I think
Oh, wait, I don't.
You just unplugged everything and said, really? As if I did it. You changed the whole lighting setup here.
Oh, kids, behave. Don't make me come there. Come there.
Don't make me come there.
What?
Huh?
Don't make me come.
No. That's why I'm more active on Twitter. You can find me as Gidano. Gidano. Dude, such a good name. Gidano. Gidano. Gidano.
It's coming from
It's
the
it-
wrong
what?
source.
What do you want?
I need the light coming from there, not there. I need
Well,
going.
guess what? You know what that requires?
What?
Us taking that light that's there and putting it over there.
Can you do that? 'Cause
I'm not going to do that right
Do you
now.
have
I'm
the
streaming.
letter?
I'll do it later for you
When's later?
after I'm done.
Well, I kind of need to work on this.
European languages are families, but I don't know if there's really similarities between Chinese and Japanese,
What?
aside from the similarity
What?
in the symbols, but they're not. They don't sound the same.
Gaetano. Gaetano? Eh? Questo è come si pronuncia questo nome. Eh? That's the question. It is? Is it Gaetano? Gaetano. Gaetano. Gaetano? Gaetano. Yes,
Gaetano. Gaetano.
Yeah, so
G-E?
Gaetano is Ghedano. All right, so Ghe, and then, but since it's a nickname that comes from his actual name, which is Gaetano.
Yeah. I think it means something. Right?
What is it? What does it mean? Gaetano, Gaetano, eh?
It sounds very familiar.
Che
Like,
significa
I've
questo nome?
heard this word before.
No, I have just been ADD so hard the last couple days. Days. I don't know why I'm talking like this. Days.
Do you know Tibetan?
Red tweezers.
Clever linguistic.
Nailed. Thank you. Thank you. He said I nailed the pronunciation. Work looks really cool. Good done. Yeah.
I have to know.
Gaetano, I was actually thinking about doing a video where I'm speaking Italian, YouTube.
You don't
And-
know Italian, though.
I'm going to pretend I didn't hear that. So I would have like English subtitles and it would be interesting, let's put it that way. Really don't know where it comes from, my name. I have to look on it. You have to look it up, yeah.
It means from the city of Gaeta.
That's what his
So
name
it
means?
means native or inhabitant of Gaeta.
Okay.
Gaeta. So kind of like American from America,
Yeah.
Gaetano, Gaeta.
Gaita.
There. See, sometimes I don't stop until I find out some things I need to know.
Need to know.
Mm.
Ah,
Oh,
makes sense. Fa senso. Eh? Rose, I'll help you out. I need to, because I do need to.
I'm gonna work on the face and keep working.
I actually have an idea of how I want to improve the model stand. Oh yeah, the ads. Shoot, the ads I put down like as low as they possibly go on this. I think I did. I really reduced them. They were set like at a ridiculous level when I first started. We figured out what your name means, and it's from Gaita. That was louder, right? Louder. That's what it means, Gaita.
yes.
Yeah, from Gaita. So it's like, yeah. Now Gaita, is that just a city or a province? What is it? Is that in?
Been.
Huh?
Must have been.
Must have been. So it's not around anymore. Gaita. Is that a city? Like,
Probably.
is that Italian?
Okay.
Wait,
Fine.
It's a city. Qualdar says it's a city. Where's it in a city, Qualdar? That's Italian, I'm assuming. Gaeta?
It must be.
It has to be, yeah. Gaeta, though, I had never heard of. There was a lot of population in the past, so it's quite difficult to track the original. This is Gaetano. Quite difficult to track the original meaning behind the name. Also, I was originally born at Palermo, Sicilia. So maybe I have some Viking blood. Who knows? Interesting. Interesting. My grandmother was from Sicily, but I don't know exactly where in Sicily.
So you're African? There's no such thing as Italian.
Rose says there's no such thing as Italian.
Italians
Rose.
don't exist. They're either Germans or they're Africans.
So, okay, I think y'all heard that. Laura, she said Italians don't exist. They're either Germans or Africans.
Okay.
That's Rose reasoning right there.
No, it's called history.
It's called history. Look it up. That's what she's saying.
Pretty sure Romans are one of the oldest empires and civilizations.
Right. Rose's ancestry, she's originally from Mordor. Queller was asking, I just answered.
Irish. What's that?
She's claims she's an Irish princess. Every night before she would go to bed, she was told, "You are a princess, and one day you will return to your land, and you will gain the crown that
Not
is
a
yours by
princess,
birth."
a noble
A noble.
of the O'Neill clan.
Right. When called out, it goes from princess to noble, to make it sound reasonable.
No, it was noble.
It was noble.
From the O'Neills.
What?
The O'Neill family.
The O'Neill family. Do not splatter that on me. That looks like an accident way. It looks disgusting.
I don't know how to clean it, dude.
You know why? Because I always do this.
Turpentine? Acid?
Get a paper towel and just do that, like swirl it about. I'm not gonna do it. You almost had me there. Oh, dude, that sucks. Tagging's electricity went out. Dude, that's horrible. You still there, Laura?
I'm still
Oh, good. How's your work coming?
coming along.
Yeah?
Yeah. It's basically just painting over sketch, so it's
Yeah.
pretty easy going at the
I
moment.
shut your
Thanks.
stream off. I shut your stream off just because I think I was having some like issues.
It's
Because there was
alright.
too much bandwidth, so I closed those off. Make sure it's shut off.
Totally understand.
Like in 1800s. That's horrible, man. That sucks. Yeah, they started doing rolling blackouts here in North Carolina when it got like really cold. It pissed me off. Like it was freezing and they were starting to just black out to save electricity.
So evil in
Well,
so many ways.
They need to update their freaking grid. Like you can't tell. It's 2023 in America, and they're doing rolling.
Only in America.
Only in America. Everywhere else, it's
2023?
Only in America, it's 2023. My point being is they have the resources, and they're just so poorly done, and they're just lazy, and it really pisses me off. And I won't get into it now.
Where's the other iPad?
The other iPad is on the stereo. Shit. Just comes down. Don't. You live here, you would go insane. America is heaven for us. Yeah, I know, and I wish more people would would realize that.
It's always greener on the other side.
Huh?
It's always greener on the other side.
No, but being in other parts of the world, you realize what you have. Is my point.
A lot of people don't.
A lot of people don't. What?
Where the hell are the things I sent you?
Oh, you sent me stuff? Oh, the pictures, like in the email?
Yeah, where are they?
I don't know. Did you email them?
Yeah.
Oh, you did? I don't know. Okay. This is like so tiny, this drawing.
Louis, have
Yes.
you ever done painting restorations and stuff like that?
I've never restored a painting. I've had a restorer ask me to match a color though, and repaint certain areas. I had to repaint a face once. What happened was there was a water damage, and I can't I filmed it, but I can't show it because it's like, you know, this guy wants to keep things private just because like you can get in trouble, but which is totally understandable. But anyway, it's like it was this face, there was all this damage. I had to repaint like parts of the nose and parts of the eyes and stuff. It was just like all messed up. So the restorer went through, like did the chemical process, everything, like, you know, I think had to re-sew certain areas and then like flattened it out. It was really damaged, and then had me go through and repaint the face and everything on there, and that was good. It was a good experience. It came out looking absolutely awesome at the very end. So it was good because like he would have it before and after. It's pretty sweet. That's it. Restoration is an art in itself, and I'm not going to touch because that's like chemical process. It's not something you can just look up in a book and be like, oh, this is how you do it. It's an art. Like you have to feel when you're supposed to do something. It requires experience, and in my opinion, a good guide getting you into it and like training you. It's just like anything. It's very in depth. It's very in depth. This is so poorly done in here. Sorry, I was pointing to my parts of my drawing. So let's go through. I've kind of flirted with the idea of fixing this, but I'm going to work this area up a little bit more.
Is this cleaning oil or painting oil?
That is cleaning, and I don't know where the top is.
Where's the paint?
The painting oil is, no, it's right. It's that one.
Where is it? This one?
That one, yeah.
Are you sure?
That's, I'm sure.
Ew, the,
What?
are you sure?
Yes, I'm sure. Just do it. That's it. Pour it. Good.
You need to burn this whole thing.
All right. How's your work going, Laura?
Going good. How about
Good.
yours?
It's all right. It's okay.
Breathing a whole lot of little houses.
Yeah.
It's like very repetitive, you know?
Yeah.
Sometimes they can kind of get you out of your head because you keep on doing it,
Yeah.
and sometimes it's tedious.
Yep.
AF.
Yeah. Yeah, I hear you. I hear you.
But sometimes it's nice because you don't have to make big decisions.
Right.
I'm a big fan of not having to think.
Right. Shit, this is off, man. Ooh. Put the form in here. See, that's the thing, like figure drawing. This is one of those things where you can continuously do it and constantly correct and constantly correct and constantly correct. There's so many subtleties. And if I painted it right, I could always paint it better. And First, you saw all those HB pencils we got, right? Yeah. I did. Found them online. Good ones. I just bought a 12-pack of HBs and a 12-pack of Bs. The Steedler brand, which is a very good drawing pencil. And I was very pleased. I was having trouble finding them before for some reason.
Very curious. Oh, since you asked me about plans for the weekend, Louis, my father-in-law called. That's why I stepped out for a second, and
Oh, I got you.
he invited us to the Super Bowl to watch the Super Bowl with him.
No
He's
way,
like,
cool.
I'm not big into the Super Bowl, but Beyonce's gonna be singing. I'm like, good grief.
I just
I'm
like
not big into any of that.
the commercials used to be fun to watch, right? They used to be so much fun to watch, and now like because everybody's so afraid of like offending somebody because there's constantly that it's not fun anymore, and like the
they're so
atmosphere has
woke,
suffered.
they're bland.
I do hope that like changes at some point soon because
Yeah, right. Keep on hoping, Sonny. I sound like an old person.
I
Because it
know.
feels like I'm ancient, Louis. It feels like I'm so outdated. Like my view of the world is just that everything is going to the dog. Hey, Jamie.
Hammy, what's up? I don't have your chat up, so you gotta let me know if they say anything.
I will say. He says anything about you, Louis. Jamie, quickly say something about Louis. He needs people to be talking about him.
I know, otherwise, yeah, I need my daily dose of ego boost or whatever. Ego boost. Sounds like a really good drink.
Drink for your ego. A verbal drink for your ego.
Yeah.
Oh no, Jamie. She says she's doing the dishes while she simmers down. She's not in the mood. She got in trouble for doing the job the way she's supposed to, but she ended up being a punching bag. That sucks. Oh boy.
To who? The kids?
Probably the adults, you know.
Oh.
Which is worse. Perhaps. I don't know. You don't need to talk about it, Jamie, if you don't want to, but if you want to, you can. But, yeah, just relax. Let him. I don't know. I'm very good at giving advice, so I avoid doing that at all costs. It starts sounding preachy, and I hate sounding preachy.
Oh, besides painting, Tagian? No, but you know what I would like to do is, Tagian asked me if I work anything else besides painting. I would like to do some sculpture, though. Just get like a block of sculpture and see what I can do with it. I would love to do that.
Do sculpture?
Oh yeah, I would love to get a block of sculpture, get some basic tools, and just sit here and work.
Cool. Would you
And-
sculpt? What would you sculpt? The clay?
Maybe
or
I
wood?
would sculpt like a Virgin Mary or a figure, a nude figure, maybe.
I mean, what's the with clay or wood or what? What?
Clay. I'd love to do that. Tagging, when I was a kid, I used to make my own toys out of like cutting paper and stuff. I would make them, like, you know, I'd make swords and stuff and knights and fight with them. So I would make my own action figures out of paper.
So I was like,
Yeah, that's how I exploded forth.
Well, we used to make our own entertainment back then without screens and stuff.
Glad we don't need to do that anymore. Several times. See, the thing
Jamie
is,
said from her boss.
say what?
Jamie says that her boss was being a douche.
A douche.
Well, my words.
Well, tell her, you know, she has to express herself to him and say that to him, to his face.
Well, I think she can hear you.
Hammy, just call him a bag of dicks next time, okay, and see how that goes over. He's not gonna fire you. I think it's really good advice. And then we cut it. Cut. Better, right? Dips.
So when are you getting that clay, Lewis?
Oh, I don't know. I mean, he just asked me. Me too, man. I saw these Mattel toy ads when I was a kid. This tagging saying, me too, man. I saw these Mattel toy ads when I was a kid, and of course I couldn't afford them, and I made them with paper and clay. Oh yeah, he's talking about him, like, doing action figures. Yeah. With wood, so you made guns. What I used to do was make, like, we started with chopsticks, but then we upgraded to sticks, where we would make, like, swords. But what we would do, we would, like, take cardboard, and we would cut, like, I would draw the sword out, cut the cardboard sword out, and then put the sticks in, and, you know, we'd have the hilt and everything, and then I would take duct tape, you know, really make them sturdy, and then wrap it in duct tape. And, you know, I would do different color tape for, like, the handle and stuff. And so we'd go around and fight each other outside. Like, my brother, myself, like, everybody in our neighborhood, we would go out and just, like, beat each other with essentially, like, sticks. But they were wrapped in cardboard and duct tape, which was, it was so much fun. I'd still do that today if it was socially acceptable. In fact, I still do. LARPing, live action roleplay would be a lot of fun. It would be fun. I'm trying to get form in this area. This doesn't look too good to me. So yeah, that's what I enjoy doing. Yes, tagging, painting and teaching, my friend. Right now it's a little bit of a dry spell, which sometimes happens. But my so the guy who owns this building is really nice, and I'm very good friends with him, and he is getting me in touch with these people who promote artists and get them to do ecclesiastical work, like, you know, paintings and such for churches. And so he is getting me in touch with some agents right now, so hopefully I can do some work. I think I mentioned this to you, but that's kind of, he saw that, because I told him, I said, look, you know, it's a little tough right now because things have kind of dried up a little bit. And he reached out and said, hey, you know, I'll get you in touch with these guys. They're very good, and they get you work and stuff. So we're working on that right now. In fact, I need
good luck. Yeah.
Yeah, thank you. Hopefully
It'd be very good.
because, like, there was this, you know, the Our Lady of Sorrows painting, for example, I was doing. It's so in depth, but I need to have that bring in an income to do it, right? That's not like a small project.
Right.
I started it sometime ago. Like, you need to have.
Well, you do take a down payment, right? And then
Yeah,
like maybe
I'll do half up front
yeah.
and the other half on the
That,
stuff.
right. So that should tie you over
Exactly.
while you're doing it.
And Tagan says over there in Kosovo, they think it's impossible to make a living off painting. Which, it very well might be. I don't know. You know, Kosovo. And look, here's the thing. Like, you can definitely make a living. You know, but it takes. Like, I don't know about Kosovo though. Again, Kosovo is different. You don't. But like, there's so many things today. Like, you used to have an agent or have to get into a gallery or something. But now, like, you can like do a YouTube channel. You could do social media, build your media up. You know, get recognition that way. And there's a lot more options. And you can come up with a shop. You can sell, but you have to be a salesperson. And I think a degree of education is very important. What's hard for the artist is that if you're doing art and it's a high skill level, then you need to somehow balance getting your practice in and doing the art and doing the actual business side of it, which is what I have a hard time with. That's very difficult for me, especially that I wasn't trained at the time. They weren't training this in school for business. They trained me in the skills, but not the business.
Yeah.
In the world. That makes sense.
It's just such a shame that schools don't train you the business side of things, at least a little bit, you know? Or kind of like guide you to where to go, how to talk to galleries. Like that is, it's, you know, it's just like not giving enough crap about your students.
I agree. And I think at the Florence Academy, they're changing that now. I think they're starting to teach it now, which is really good.
It's kind of like taking a guy in the hospital to amputate his leg and then sending him home without a crutch or something. I don't know.
That was really good. The FAA's program is about managing. And hey, tagging, is that something that do they have any online courses there? He knows probably more about the Florence Academy than I do at this point. He's always looking into this stuff. Do they have any, because I would definitely take an online course from them. I would doubt it at this point. I think someday they'll probably have a course. Probably not right now. Because the reason why I would want to take one from the Academy is because they know how to market this type of stuff that we're doing here. Like, sometimes you take these art marketing courses and it doesn't apply to what you're doing. And sometimes they're just bullshit. Sometimes that's what it is, so you have to...
Hi, Andy. Welcome.
Hello, Andy.
My bicep hurts from holding the paint thingy.
Bicep pain.
I know, right? Like, I already worked today. Candy said she was very confused when she first heard a man's voice. Was like, "Oh, what happened to Laura?"
That's why I'm
Oh,
here.
for
And
confusion and
yeah.
discord.
Hey, Andy. What the heck? It's pretty good.
We're doing a kind of like a double stream.
Yeah,
We're
double
just
stream.
joining our voices so that we don't feel bored while we're
Yeah.
picking up.
We're just talking, chatting.
Yeah. Lewis is streaming from Twitch, but we are joining our voices in Discord
Yeah.
or in Accord.
And Accord.
It's always boggled me why they call it Discord. It's such an awful word. And the meaning behind the word. Why would they call it Discord?
They
Like,
do-
are you going there to fight, or?
You're not supposed to think about that. And yes, you are. I guarantee you, Discord is probably like an incredibly petty place, which is why I do it. I love it. That's why I'm always trying to get Taggy in to fight Laura.
Yeah.
Really get some.
Pretty sure Tagian is a pacifist.
He's. I think if he was a pacifist, he would be doing a different type of art.
I think he's a very gentle soul, very gentle, demeanor. And,
Well, I don't know about that. What do you say? Wait, is that what?
Said you like my skin tone?
That's your skin tone? Might need a little bit of yellow.
Purple.
It's yellow, yeah. It's pretty purple.
I'm using orange.
Tegan says he's conservative.
well, what does that mean? I mean, we're talking about peacefulness and, discord.
I don't know. I think he's very reasonable. I think he's what he's. He's a peaceful soul.
Right? That's what I get the impression.
He's. But he'll stand up for what he thinks is right against like bullshit, I think.
Good. That's what Gandhi stood for.
Ah, yes, Gandhi.
Here's me comparing Tagian to Gandhi.
Gandhi.
Gandhi G.
He doesn't agree with pacifism. He's not a pussy. Huh? Pacifism? You don't know what it means.
Tagian, you know what I always say, that in every pacifist there is a fist. So I may be a pacifist, but don't tread on me, as it were, as the Americans say. As you Americans say, don't tread on me.
Don't tread on me, man. Damn right.
Yeah, every social platform. Talking to my daughter last night, she's like, "Oh, there's drama in my group chat, messenger group chat." I'm like, "What's the thing?" She said, "Well, there's this guy who goes there to vent, and I'm basically the only one who's there for him. And then when I was the only one to answer him, then he got all angry that nobody else answers to him. But Amethyst, but my daughter. But when somebody else posts something, other people join in the chat. But when he posts his toxic shit, only Amethyst said, "Oh, hang in there."
Sweet.
And then he gets angry that the other people don't comment. So then she's like, "You know what? I can't put up with this shit. I'm gonna take a break. Bye." Which is what I told her. Well, here you go, sucker. Now you lost the only person who's there to empathize with your toxic boyishness or whatever that is.
Mm-hmm. What
No,
color do you
it's
want?
very confusing nowadays when my daughter says a boy's name and then she treats people like boys, and then when she brings them home, find out that wait a minute, this is not a genuine boy at all.
Uh-huh.
Like, oh my god, this world is so freaking confusing. I'm not.
I know, man. I know, it's frustrating. Hopefully it snaps out of that
I'm
shit.
not born for this shit.
I know. There's a lot of that. This is frustrating. It is frustrating.
Whatever I said before, now is the time when I get demonetized.
I think you'll be okay.
Yeah, especially since I'm not monetized.
Exactly. There you go. See, you're fine.
Alright. Yeah, knock knock.
They
Who's
don't-
there? Oh no, don't take me to jail.
They don't have you by your balls yet, Laura.
Yeah, because I'm a girl and I don't.
Damn right. You don't have toxic
Metaphorically
masculinity.
speaking.
Huh?
Metaphorically speaking.
Metaphorically speaking. But scientifically, I've proven everybody wrong on that one. Dang it. We are protective, but I don't harm anyone unless he harms me. That's what people think of me at first, very gentle and peaceful. And they test me, and I hate it. So I show force. I show force. It's pretty funny.
Don't say it like that, Louis.
I show force. So I show. I like it, man. It's like, so I show force. That's awesome. No, he has the right attitude, man. You gotta protect yourself. Within reason.
Jamie says, don't get me going on daughters and boys. I can't see the last word of every sentence because I have a freaking heart there.
Hard.
It's YouTube changed something in the live chat,
Oh.
so now I can't see the last word because there's like a reaction that I can easily post. I
Oh.
don't freaking want to post a reaction. I want to read what it says.
I know. I
And
hate when they do
it
stuff.
hides the last word of the
Yeah.
conversation.
Yeah. Goes insane. That's exactly what I sound like when I want to show force. So he agrees.
Don't make fun of your
Say
only
there,
fan.
Ah, he seems so
Louis.
peaceful, and they test him, so they start like doing some quips, some testing. And then he's like, it's like the guy from The Office. That's the last straw, with a stapler. Oh, I am correct. He's Tagging's saying that I'm correct. I know Tagging.
What am I talking? You make fun of everyone. Why am I trying to protect your
That's the
fan
last
who will
straw.
never leave you?
Everybody thinks that I'm peaceful. And then they test me. And I don't like it.
And
So I show force. So I'm really being picky.
sometimes you gotta show force to show people you're not a pushover, you know? And that's the
You
only
do.
way to deal with bullies and people like that who think they're stronger. You gotta kick them in the nuts, teeth, somewhere where it hurts.
Yeah,
Then
you
they
gotta,
leave you alone. That's with you.
you gotta stand up for yourself.
Yeah. And for others who can't
Yeah, it's true.
or won't, rather.
That's true. This is absolutely true.
They just want to annoy me. Oh no.
Oh my
Some
gosh.
people.
Tagan's
What?
talking about how he beat somebody with a chair once. Well, it depends on what that dude was doing to him.
Okay, he's doing a graphite figure sketch.
Graphite figures.
Which
Oh, who is? Oh, me. Yeah. Who's doing it? Oh my gosh, I want to see it.
said your trigger word. What? Figure sketch? What? Charcoal?
sketch.
Pencil? That's me.
Who's doing it?
Somebody
Sounds
call
really
me?
cool. Who's doing?
Very novel.
Yeah.
I've got to change my something here. My picture on my phone.
What, Rose?
Permanent red
Uh huh.
is so deceptive. It looks like you can make more orangier tone, but it makes purple.
Is that permanent red?
Yeah, it makes fucking purple.
Huh. It looks very cool. Are you sure that's permanent red?
Yeah.
Where's the tube? Is that?
Permanent red. You think it would work like cadmium,
Mm-hmm.
but it makes purple.
Wow. Cadmium. Did you add it to black? What? How's it look? Is that how it looks with black?
No. This with a little bit of yellow
With yellow?
makes purple.
It looks like you put a lot of red in there, though. Maybe? Maybe it's like, I don't know, I'd have to mess with it.
Really weird color.
What you were trying to do, show some authority. You gotta, so like, I would never want to hurt anybody, right? If somebody was bullying me or something, like, there's ways to stand up. You have to be able to defend yourself. You know, I never want to hurt somebody, but like, you gotta also be able to protect people as well.
Yeah.
Like, you have to be capable, I think. Because there's some real assholes out there. And, you know, I know it'd be nice to say, oh, let's just hold hands and talk it out. But not everybody's like that. It's very unfortunate.
So, a saying that goes like this: it's better to be a warrior in a garden than a gardener in a war. Good to be strong, to have a sword and know how to yield it, or wield it, whatever the word is. But when you
Ideally,
need to.
exactly. And ideally, like, that's a deterrent, right? If you're not going to go and pick a fight with somebody who's 6,
Right.
7 feet tall, like just jacked, necessarily, right? And looks like they could handle themselves. You're not like, so those guys, gosh, this is so bad. Those guys are like, seem pretty tough. That's so messed up.
Cadmium red.
But it's a deterrent, right? It's good to know how to
Be
handle
capable.
yourself, not to hurt somebody, but to prevent people from saying, looking at you, and they're like, okay. And, you know, it might protect who you're with or whatever. It's very important.
PSA.
1 second. What, Rose?
PSA.
PS. Huh?
My cadmium red smells like cucumbers.
Rose says her cadmium red smells like cucumbers. I always thought it smelled like kind of like watermelon. You might be right about that.
Yeah, like a watermelon or a cucumber.
Yeah. I know it does. It's kind of I like it actually. Cadmium red smells kind of funny.
Interesting.
Yeah, interesting. What the hell?
Is it scented paint?
It is scented, but it's not mint. It's not like sold as that. It does have a scent to it though. It smells really good. Now, whether or not that's good for you,
Probably not.
probably not. As Rose
Just there
said.
to
Yeah.
hide something.
Yeah, it's probably not good for you. Part of me doesn't really care either.
Being an artist is getting sick from your art supplies. The willingness.
Sometimes at the end of the day, I do feel a little bit nauseous, but I think that's because I forget to eat.
Oh, yeah, that might have something to do with it. Or drink. Do you drink enough water, Lucas?
No, I don't drink enough water. I essentially don't. Yesterday I actually did, but normally I forget to drink water and I forget to eat. I have the protein shake. Like if I stream long enough, I start feeling weak. Then I realize that I need to have some. I have that, but then it's not like protein drinks. I think are good, but it's not like a natural food. So there's something to be said about your body's natural process of like chewing and digestion. I've noticed that when I eat actual food, I feel better and I don't feel nauseous. Yeah, Rose knows this stuff. I apparently need to learn it the hard way.
Always admired people who forget to eat.
Tagging,
How do you do that?
tagging's,
Never forget to eat a meal.
tagging's fired. I know, man. Well, I do. I forget, and part of that is like for me, lunch is a real dilemma. I can't figure lunch out. I don't know what to eat, and it's
Lunch is
frustrating.
difficult, yeah.
It's frustrating to me.
Well, if you have like a handful of nuts or like a kind bar, they make those kind bars that are only 5 grams of sugar and it's basically all nuts and a little
Yeah.
bit of chocolate in there. They're so freaking good.
Yeah,
Slightly addicted,
yeah.
but they're really filling and with a few more nuts and almonds or walnuts or something.
I
And
know.
kind of set for a little while until dinner.
I think I really do expend a lot of energy, especially when I'm doing art.
Yeah.
Which I like. Like, I love drawing and painting, and I like how I feel afterwards, which is mentally drained and physically tired. I like that feeling because it's like you accomplish something, and
Yeah.
I love
Right.
this basic type of stuff because it's pointing out all my weaknesses, and if I can see it, then I can improve it. And sometimes I can't see it at the end of the stream because I stare at things for a long period of time, but I'll come back the next day and be like, what the hell was I thinking here? Well, at least I can see it and then I can improve upon it. And I tell you, tagging, if you want to get good at painting, record what you do at some point in your life and watch what you do. You'll be like, well, why did I do that? Like, it helps to replay. Anyway, I love doing this type of stuff, but my point is that it does, excuse me, what's it? I had to sneeze. It drains me, and so I do need food, and if I don't have food, I start feeling nauseous. What are meat? Yeah, M-E-A-T. M-E-A-T. Thank you, tagging. I appreciate that, man. So like what I eat just meat, I feel more energetic and light and get less tired. So, yeah, tagging and Laura. When I was in Florence some time ago, and like I said, see over in Florence how it was when I was training, I would walk around everywhere. Walking takes a lot out of you, but also I was always standing. This is the type of work we would do. So I was constantly on my feet, constantly standing, always standing. And so you get like mentally drained, and you're tired, physically tired and such. And I remember it was like there was like a span of like 2 weeks where I I thought I was retarded. I couldn't think. I was so just like exhausted. I couldn't, everything was kind of fuzzy, and I was thinking I had brain damage. I thought that, I'm not kidding, I'm not trying to be funny. It's going to sound funny, but I thought I was retarded after the first year. I thought I suffered brain damage. It's true.
I like how you managed to convince yourself.
And then later on. Yeah, no, I did. I thought I had something
Like,
wrong with me.
this whole time, you didn't know you were mentally challenged.
I know. I was thinking maybe just some degeneration happened, and because I couldn't think, I couldn't focus, and so I finally, like, this was like the second time this happened to me, but it was for a shorter span, and I was just really tired. I went in to a restaurant, ordered the bistecca alla fiorentina, which is this nice big steak with the with a side of spinach and some potatoes, like roast potatoes. It was so good. I ate that, and that meat regenerated my ass. Rejuvenated. Exactly. And I felt like my head cleared up, like mentally I cleared up. I felt strong, and after that I was fine. The first time I thought I was retarded was after I had first trained. I was there for the first year, and I wasn't used to all this activity. So like my eyes, I would be walking around, I was shaking. What it was, in a nutshell, I was just mentally exhausted. And it took an entire summer of rest to kind of come out of it. And then I noticed I could think and do things normal. But like, when you're that tired, sometimes you have to think really hard to do basic things that normally you don't have to think about. That can be frustrating. And if it sneaks up on you, that's when you start thinking that you could be retarded. And that's what happened to me.
Dude, this is not something that you catch. You're hilarious.
Huh?
You don't catch retardation. You don't just get it one day. You're like, I feel odd today. Maybe I'm retarded.
But that's what happened, Laura. That's what I'm telling you what happened to me. I thought that I was...
Did I feel sick, and I thought I never
catch retard. That's what I don't know how else to put it. It wasn't one day I woke up. It was more of like, I started thinking to myself, okay, I can't really think that well. And then like, the next day I would be like, I'm still having this problem, and it would go on. And then I would finally be going through all the things in my head. And I said, maybe I'm retarded. No, but I'm serious. I know that sounds funny.
It's just, nobody thinks like that, Lewis.
in your whole life.
Maybe you're retarded. My mom never told me.
That's something your parents would address.
I'm dead serious. So that's why I said I'm not trying to be funny or disrespectful or whatever. This is what?
Just say mentally challenged.
I'm not going to say mentally challenged because some idiot is offended by it. I'm not being disrespectful to
No,
people
I
who are
say
mentally challenged.
mentally challenged because you probably are in some fashion.
It's a very
Because
sensitive word.
retardation is
A lot of people
spectrum.
frown
Mentally
upon it.
challenged encapsulates the whole spectrum.
It wouldn't be being honest because I was literally thinking that I was just gone.
Say it again.
What? Yeah.
Say it again, Louis.
What? I thought I was retarded, man. I literally did. I thought that I suffered brain damage and that I was like,
Yeah.
I thought that I had been brain damaged.
Yeah. Well, I'm glad you're not. Or do you still have days where that occurs to you every now and then when you haven't eaten the whole day?
It does happen. It does happen, but I know what it is now. Before it snuck up on me, I was very concerned because I hadn't been through it before. Like I know how I learn now. Okay. Yeah, exactly. It was a long, drawn out fart though, tagging. Very long and drawn out. Brain just farted is what it said. Yeah. It did push me to my limits, tagging. A lot of that was my fault though.
They're not approving of this conversation
Who's not
on my
approving?
channel here.
They're not approving?
Yeah.
How
So
so?
Clara asked, this was a while ago.
Uh-huh.
who is more likely to fight me? Clara says, I'm not a fighter. And Rob says, Tagian, Clara. Clara says, he doesn't even want to talk to me anymore.
Oh,
And she says, Louis just always wants me to fight him.
I
And then Rob
like.
says,
I like. I no. Also, I want her to play with me. Because she's on. She does Blizzard games, and I always want her to play with me. Claire's
and
my
then
buddy.
um,
And tagging, you should
Rob
talk to her.
says,
She's messing with you.
Louis said something
She
about
likes you.
Tagian fighting Laura, and Jamie said he's most likely to fight Clara. Well, I'm not fighting anyone.
Tagian's cracking up over my story. And I'm not trying to be provocative. I'm really not. It's just it's an honest thing. It's an honest thing that happened to me. I think we got to start talking about that stuff because of, food, and we need food to live and stuff.
Maybe you're very sensitive, like your blood sugar is very sensitive to your, blood sugar levels. Like when you get hypoglycemia, it really affects you.
But I don't think so, because I don't faint or anything like that, and I still do all the work that I need to get done. It's not like I've seen people with low blood sugar and they like faint or do whatever.
Not always.
Not always.
My mom has low blood pressure.
But if you're less efficient, I mean, it's just normal. You should eat at least twice a day.
All right,
At least once a good meal.
Oh, I agree 100%. Look, I have a solid breakfast. It's just, I mean, I really burn through energy fast, especially with this. And then around 4 o'clock, 5 o'clock, I start feeling nauseous if I haven't eaten, which is basically every day. From this side, we have Tag In, and so we're negotiating a treaty right now with Clara, who's in your stream. Tag In says we can agree on a peace contract with Clara. He's open to the suggestion, okay? Clara, you heard that. That's from Tag In, okay? The horse's mouth, as they say. Anyway, all right, think about it.
Contract for what? Fighting?
Clara's upset that Tagian's not talking to her. Tagian is ignoring her because Clara challenges him to speak, and so Tagian proves her wrong by not speaking. And he's also, like he explained earlier, Clara tests him, though jokingly, which I explained to Tagian. He understands this, okay? She messes with him because she likes him, okay? And Tagian is willing. He's a man of his word, is what he said. I am a man of my word, is what he just said, okay?
Clara says, I don't love this conversation about food because I'm currently fasting and it sucks. Oh, you are fasting.
Why are you fasting?
And then she says, I don't believe it. What am I even wrong about? Says, what is she wrong about?
It was whether or not, remember when she challenged him to, she bet she could get him to answer her directly, and then he started ignoring her, and he's continuously done that, and that happened like 2 or 3 weeks ago. Clara, look, just take Tagian's hand of peace, okay? I'm gonna get some more peaceful music on. Give me a second. I know.
Fasting is super good for you. I can talk.
Yeah,
Fasting is good for you.
get some
If you
peaceful
can
music.
do it. Yes.
Here we go. Here's some peaceful music here. Give me a second.
For a blood test. Oh, they shouldn't be too long. Everything okay with your health, Clara?
Tagian, she's reaching out to you. I take Tegan's hand of peace. Are we
And
happy?
besides, I mean, to be a little bit on Clara's side, not just because she's a girl, but also because she's an older person, you should always have respect for your elders.
Okay, wait. Tegan. She's in here now. Tegan wants Clara to take an oath.
She's fasting. You can't make her promise anything. Do you
No,
know
no,
how-
don't. Look, I don't. Let's see what she says. An oath
Right.
of what? And she spelled it WHT because she's fasting and she's delirious right now. Hopefully she does remember this conversation. Look, don't get in the way of this. I want to see this. Whenever there's an oath involved, you know it's good. Yeah, I'm not in my right mind. Even better. Let's keep going with it. Come on.
It's hilarious, Clara. She's fasting so that she can get $100 to spend on more art supplies.
Is that why?
You're selling your blood for money? I used to do that in college.
So you're saving the money you would otherwise be shopping with?
What? I used to donate blood so that I could get coupons.
Tegan, what oath is it? I really want to see this.
This.
He hasn't said anything yet. He's probably getting his lawyer involved. This is why I like this stuff. It's always something really interesting.
Drama.
It is. That's why I like it.
That's what you feed on, Lewis. You don't need
I think I
actual
do.
food, you just need drama.
One does not survive on food alone, but also drama.
On bread alone.
On bread alone. There's also spinach. There's also meat. Tagging. Just let me know if you're typing. Type 1 if you're still typing. If you're coming up with the contract. Bark once, Baxter, if you hear me. Lewis say that oh, he's speaking to me, even though she's in this is smart of him. So remember what I said. She challenged him that she could get him to talk to her. And so now even though she is in my stream, he's being safe so that she doesn't say I got you in his what he might perceive his moment of weakness, right? So he's talking to me to tell her stuff so he's not directly responding.
He's
Louder.
making you the middleman.
Exactly,
So that,
even though she's in the stream. Okay,
yeah,
so Lewis,
it's a little cowardly.
don't say that, Clara. Don't say that. That's the wrong thing to say. He says, Lewis, say that you have to say, I hereby take an oath of peace, my right hand to my chest, and I keep this peace, tranquility until the end time. So God help me. Okay, I think that's reasonable. Wait. Tagging, here's the thing. You know I have your back. Can you make an oath a little bit more fragile than that? Because I like this drama between you guys. Wait, it's on
It's
me
never
for Spring the
enough.
It's not on me for well, it might be. But you know what? It happened, so let's just roll with this. I kind of agree this is okay. He doesn't actually want peace. What, me? That and I just literally just said that. So tagging, can you make the oath a little less definitive, right? A little less solid. I do want the drama, but I want you guys to be friends and to be able to talk to each other. How about this, Clara? You know that thing where you said, okay, I bet you I can get him to talk, right? Remember this? Yeah, Clara said y'all are friends. Can you waive that? Can you just waive the thing where you said, I bet you I can get him to talk to me? Can you waive that? Can we just throw that out? Because I'm stepping in now and saying, on non-speaking terms, don't say that. Just answer me on what I just asked. Okay, all right. Well, it's between you guys. There's room for conflict. I just want Claire to waive that one thing. That's it. I will allow it. Claire, I hereby waive that I can't get Tagian to talk. He is the only one with that power. I am but a mere mod in the stream whose only purpose is to provide drama when loose is bored. There you go. But you're more than a mere mod. I'll say that. You're undervaluing yourself. There we go, Tagian. It's all over. That part's over with. There. I was very good on Claire's part, but I do want drama. That's why I don't want to hold Claire to that oath, because that oath is pretty damn solid. But I'm glad you said that, because it's really funny too. There we go. And Tagian says, "Hey Claire, how you doing?" You see, louder. That's how we do. That's how we do it. They're both very reasonable, good people. And we got, is incredibly entertaining at the same time. You there, Laura?
Here.
Good. How's your work coming?
It's, coming.
You're hating it, aren't you?
How did you know?
Because that work looks like it sucks to do. All that repetitive, like, it's good that you have work, but it's just not fun doing that type of stuff. I've been there.
You know what? Sometimes you're slave to the wage. And I'd rather do this than be in a 9-to-5 desk office job.
Damn right.
Or if I offended anyone. It's just, I would rather...
I doubt they're offended over that.
I'm very wary to say that whenever my husband is around, because he does that and he might actually listen to it right now, but man, I was so unhappy when I was doing that. And not just like he at least gets paid well. If I was to do like a desk job, I would be paid shit. Still unhappy. I know that because I've done it. Done it, and I felt every single second that I'm wasting my life.
You're not wasting your life right now. You're doing what you want to do.
Anymore.
Yeah, not anymore, you say.
Yeah. But no, it's not that bad. It's something different, and sometimes you need like a boring job in order to appreciate the next job, you know what I mean? It's okay.
Yeah.
And then I'm sure at the end of it, I'll like the way it came out and I'll be proud of it or something, or at
Right.
least I know that I did my part for the community.
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 What's wrong with that person?
Give back to the community.
Come give back to the community.
No, thanks, Rob. And Jamie says, Louis sounds like a father mediating between his kids.
Well, I don't know because I rejected the first oath that Tagging did because I didn't want there to be that type of peace. I think a good dad, if you call it that, would not have rejected that. It was actually like a really mature thing Tagging did, and I said that's too mature for this. We can't have that.
Rob said that we both sounded English, and that's because I was basically doing an accent from, Rob, you surely must know Terry Pratchett, the creator of the Discworld series, is my favorite author. So the narrator of his books,
That trash
his
can
40 plus books, is Stephen Briggs. I think it's Stephen Briggs. Man, he does the most awesome accents. I was basically doing
Really?
an act of one of his characters. He does so many voices.
Oh,
It's
yeah?
hilarious. Yeah. There's this character called Cut Mule Throat
Uh-huh.
CMOT Dibbler.
Uh-huh.
Cut Mule Throat Dibbler. He's always like, he's a businessman, so he's a crook.
Right.
And he sells sausages in a bun, and nobody really knows what's in them, but they're disgusting. They will never eat them again. He's like, why
pretty
do you
funny,
have
actually.
why do you have to pay before you buy it? Because after you eat it, you wouldn't want to pay. Yeah, it's hilarious.
You gotta pay beforehand.
I mean, that's how it is everywhere, right?
Yeah.
Except for restaurants. That's not bespoke food.
They find they make it so you have to pay before. They got you. They take your power away. Okay.
Read.
Am I going to paint a lobster? Are you thinking that you're really hungry and you want a lobster right now? Is that what you're thinking? That was Clara. Poor thing. This
Doing
better
her
be-
Fearless Fabrications challenge, and they painted challenge is a lobster.
Tegan says this better be definitive. I got my lawyer involved in this. Wait, so what? Oh, she said to afford more art supplies or for art supplies or something. Yeah.
Not proud.
Yeah, Rose says she's fasting too for the same reasons Clara is.
I used to fast when I was younger.
It's very
Now
good
I
for
do.
you, apparently.
It's very good for you. Now I just slow.
Well, I think it's good because it's like.
Nobody got that.
Wait. Say that again.
I said I used to fast when I
Oh,
was
now
young.
now
I
you're
just
slow. Yeah. I think it's like it helps clear your system out, and it can get rid of a lot of. It can even like help growth hormones, like for building muscle. And there's a
Yeah.
lot of benefits that
Yeah.
I think too. It's like a deterrent for a lot of sicknesses,
Mm-hmm.
a lot of good stuff. But it's not fun, so I don't do it.
Not fun, right? Me neither. I used to be so much muchier when I was younger. Now I'm just like, ugh.
You're still
So
pretty
weak.
healthy. You stay in really good shape, though.
I mean,
You do.
yeah, but I don't do the hardcore stuff that I used to do.
Not
you
anymore,
know, like
yeah.
fast and stuff. I just like, yes.
Lobster Lawler, now he has a real dude with a degree. This is an historical stream. A degree in crustaceans? I feel I feel like this piece isn't going to be long lasting for some reason.
Surprise.
He says, "The fuck is that?"
Wow.
What are crustaceans? Do you know what they are? Crabs? Okay, and lobsters, okay.
Are you sincerely asking
Crustaceans.
that, Liz?
Huh?
Are
Am
you
I?
sincerely
I don't need that
asking?
stuff.
I mean, still, you should know what they are.
Are you seriously that stupid, you idiot? I mean, you should know, idiot.
Shut up. You know what? It's not my fault that nobody taught me this.
You make me make mistakes.
Study of lobsters and crabs. Oh shit, that's wrong. I screwed that up. You know what? I don't think I can erase that either. Kinda can.
Oh, bye, Jamie.
Bye, Hammy!
Clara says she's probably should get going herself.
Oh yeah.
All right, Clara.
Ultra Beast has left the building.
Happy cleaning.
And thank you for stopping by. Have a good time tonight. With your girlfriends.
Girlfriend. My lawyer says that if the contract is ruined by either side, justice and punishment has to be taken. Lewis will make a video about how weak and peasant he or she is. It's pretty funny. Good one, Tag.
Feeling Lewis for real that Hagen was such a nice, sweet boy before he met you. And now he's just a degenerate and he's just going worse and worse. Like, I never
Yeah.
saw this
Proud of him.
Hagen before. You changed his name, now who knows what else? It's just indoctrination at its worst.
I love it.
You're evil.
I've been very honest about this. Use artwork for evil.
You know what's missing? What secret weapon you've been holding back?
What's that?
Your evil laughter.
What do you mean?
Like, work on your evil laughter?
My evil laughter?
Yeah.
Here's the thing.
Evil is not always cloaked in like,
It's cloaked in friendliness and kindness. Okay? It's cloaked in looking good. And then when nobody expects it,
they strike.
Does that make sense? Huh?
What was the word that you used though?
I use force.
I show force. I show force, I think it was. Let's see, I'm scrolling up. There's a lot of funny conversations in this one.
Yeah, no wonder I don't have any viewers aside from
So I show force.
Robin, Jamie, and Clara. I think everybody's just fleeing the.
Tagging
champ
in response to what you said says he's evolving.
Evolving or
Evolving.
Evolving.
No, he's evolving, and that's what he used, and I agree with that.
Hey,
Hey,
look at this motherfucker.
it's a cat. Is that your cat? He's so fat that his like cheeks puff his eyes up.
He's all clean.
You know what's funny is he's actually trying to open the eyes right now. He's not trying to sleep, but he can't.
He's got the little smile on his face.
Yeah. Let's see if y'all can see this. I don't know if you can see this.
Is that a real
Probably
cat?
can't. This is what?
I think so, like that.
See.
It's blurry, you see. It's gonna be blurry.
What, focus? Hold on, am I focused?
No, it's you can't. It doesn't focus that way. Look, this is her cat. Let's zoom in.
I see.
Oh, there we go.
Aww. That's like
And-
my dog in the sunlight.
The cat's so fat that just like he's trying to open his eyes, but his cheeks and his flub is pushing the eyes up.
He's sleeping.
Damn, he thick.
Tagian says, "Damn, he thick. He thick."
He thick. Thick cakes.
I need to change the music, even though I'm sick of this song, and I love this song. It's a battle song.
You've got epic music playing again.
Yep. I always have epic music playing. Alright. Change it. Because it will keep on going. Let us do.
Need the light. Set up.
You want the light set up?
I need the light.
Oh, that?
Yeah. Done all that I can. Without having to do
Yeah, I hear you.
You did.
No, I did hear you. But I'm not going to do anything about it yet. What is Rose working on? A picture of Saint Cecilia, which is looking. She's just blocking it in right now, and she did a quick setup in the model stand, but we need to fix the light. The lighting on it is a little bit incorrect.
I think I'm just gonna do this trip and then maybe I'll just hop off.
Yeah, I need to stop in a second too because I need to.
Eat.
Well, you're right. I do need to eat, but I also want to get some video work done.
Ah, yes. Yeah, I should do that. I got a video out today, this morning.
You did? Oh, cool. Take a look
No
at
pressure.
it. I'm gonna watch it. Yeah, go hop on my other stream, Tagging. Tagging's going over to you.
Okay. I'll take him.
I'm just shaking this camera here.
Here, but I was mentioning that this project looks tedious right now, but actually the most work has already been done in the research of it in the
Oh, yeah?
sketching process. So I did a digital sketch, and that took like uh, I started it last October, I think.
Oh, yeah?
October or November, and I've been working on it on and off,
Uh-huh.
but it has been just very time consuming and whew, yeah, a lot of work. But now it's just like painting the stuff and it's very straightforward. I actually got a projector to help me project my sketch onto the canvas,
That's smart.
and it kind of worked well, but I'm gonna return the projector because like for what I needed it worked, but
Uh-huh.
I I made it work otherwise, but I don't want to keep doing what I did.
I
Because it's
gotcha.
not the right projector for
I
it.
gotcha.
Especially it was like $800. I'm not gonna
That's pretty
keep
steep.
yeah, I'm not gonna keep an $800 projector if I have to adjust stuff. Like it doesn't project all the way to the floor. I
Yeah.
had to tilt it down.
Oh,
That wasn't, like it's not recommended.
gotcha.
So to get the proper projector is probably gonna be more, but at least it's gonna be what I need.
Gotcha.
I
That
mean,
makes sense. That makes sense. Um, so is this a commission piece?
it is, yeah.
Really cool. Really
Yeah. I'm still, remember that I was still, at one point I did sketches for that hospital for the
Yeah.
maternal unit.
cool. Uh-huh.
I still haven't painted the mural.
Really?
It took forever to, in total,
Uh-huh.
catch this, in total. I drew one sketch, two, three, four, five. I
Uh-huh.
think I drew 5 sketches for them in total.
Right.
Like, not even, and then I adjusted one twice.
Yeah.
Uh, they didn't know what they wanted, and because it was such a big team, they wanted different things.
They wanted
so
different things.
they had different ideas, so they kind of wanted to see them how they would look, I think.
Right,
Which
right.
I suppose is good, but it was kind of frustrating for me to keep having to make sketches.
Oh yeah, definitely.
I
That's
mean,
hard work.
they paid me for them, but
Good.
still, I mean, I just want to make the sketch and make the mural and be done with it.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
Sometimes.
You have
Hey,
other work.
Pagian.
You have other work.
Lewis seems so unimportant talking on the background. Lara shine even in Lewis's stream.
Hell.
I'll shine the master. There's a rule about that.
Lara, can you hear me?
I can. I can hear you, Lewis.
Something's wrong with your mic.
Really? Is it?
Yeah, whenever you talk. Hey, you might want to drop Discord and then come back into it.
Because when I talk, I can see the line light up. And Discord is receiving the audio. Do you not hear it? Okay. I'll restart Discord then.
What? I know. Wait, can you hear it? What, through my headphones?
It's really fucking loud.
Yeah, it was very loud. I had to turn it down really quick. Yeah, something's wrong. Like, and give me a sec. Maybe it's me. Maybe it's me. Give me a sec. I think it's probably me. Give me a sec. Yeah, I think my headphones just messed up. Or something's messing up. No, this isn't working. Let's open this up. What is going on? Huh. Let's see. You can hear Laura. Can you hear me, Tagian? Like, how do I sound? Can you understand what I'm saying right now? Because I think my headphones just went out. Something's wrong with my computer. I probably have to restart it. I wonder if they can hear me. I'm sure they can. 1 second. Okay. I don't think people can hear me. Let me see if they can. If I have this on. All right. You just burp?
No.
Yeah, they can hear me. Okay. So yeah, my headphones went out, so I can't hear. But that's okay. I'm going to actually hop out of Discord. Tell Laura. I'll just text her later. I think, guys, here I'm going to end the stream, but I'll be streaming next week, and I'm gonna probably finish this drawing. I just want this to be a very high finish drawing, or for me, I guess. Just push it a little bit further. But thank you so much for being here, and you guys have a very nice weekend, all right? And I will see y'all next week. Y'all take care.